you should also have a good relationship with your CPA so that you can have timely financial statements, right? There's nothing worse than saying, "Oh, well, I want a loan, but my tax returns aren't done yet." And it's October, right? The extension is, as a banker, the extension is my biggest pet peeve. So I mean, and if I was a business owner, I'd be like, how am I making day-to-day decisions when I'm not looking at my year-end financial statements until September? I've got to be planning, looking ahead. So you should be in lockstep with your CPA and your banker so that you can see what your profitability is, what your EBITDA is, what your cash flow is, so that can you repay debt. And most bankers, well, these days they're not training bankers in credit; they're training them just to be sales guys and make calls. But the good guys that have been around are either credit trained or they can talk to your financials and kind of calculate the debt service and say, okay, well, here's where you're at. And they'll be able to tell you. And those are the people that have influence to the higher ups, right? So I don't have a whole lot of power, but what I do have is an ability to talk with the clients and say, this is where you're at. This is why you don't fit into our credit box. And then articulate that to our credit managers and say, hey, here's where they're at. They may not be right where we want them to be today, but can we start them maybe a little bit lower, right? Can we start them here or that? And it's something that you want to do early. You should meet with a banker right away. You should have somebody that you can contact at the bank that is not going to just direct you to an 800 number, that has a uh, the resources to answer your question, help you to understand why, and get you to the next level and take ownership of it, like we talked about before. I mean, it's really important for you to have timely financials and frequent discussions, maybe at least quarterly or every other month with your banker when you're running a business.